So last we saw from the Bloodstained development, Castlevania, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, is they made a developer roadmap back in January of 2022 where they talked about all of the cool stuff they planned on doing. And as of right now, no, I don't want you to have any cookies. I don't think they did any of this except for they did the classic mode, but all this stuff was already like they showed a roadmap, but it was all stuff they already did. So they were like, "Hey, we're adding all this stuff to the game," and like half of it was stuff that they already did. And then they're like, "These are all the new stuff coming soon." Chaos mode, local online co-op was supposed to happen this fall. Versus mode is also supposed to happen this fall. And then there's supposed to be new outfits and classic mode 2. So, and this was all supposed to happen in 2022. It's been well over a year, and none of this stuff, except for maybe the crossover area, happened, right? Am I reading this correctly? So they're like an entire year behind this roadmap from last year. And they just dropped a video talking about updating content preview and special announcement. So, you know, it's just been a year. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Bloodstained のプロデューサー伊賀です。ディレクターの修太郎です。本日はブラッドステインドリチュアルドナイトに関しましてアップデートを皆さん。
Okay, there are subtitles.
皆さんこんにちは。お久しぶりです。ブラッドステインドのプロデューサー伊賀です。ディレクターの修太郎です。
Okay.
本日はブラッドステインドリチュアルドナイトに関しまして
Updates regarding Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, my favorite video game of all time.
残りのコンテンツですが、こちら遅れております。残りの
Really? The progress of remaining content has been delayed. Interesting. Who would have thought?
コンテンツですが、
You know, I didn't notice considering we're an entire year behind.
こちら遅れております。主な原因としましては
Technical difficulties? Okay, look. I'm from Florida. It's a bad look if I say anything about COVID. However, are we just allowing, is this just like the press the excuse button? Like, COVID. Sorry, COVID. You know, I know we made a roadmap last year during like all this COVID stuff, but like, sorry, COVID, my bad.
それとコロナの影響が大きいです。
And we also haven't updated you in over a year. That's also because of the COVID, of course. Well, no, I understand that COVID obviously is a huge force for like changing up the entire industry because of the like getting people to interact in person and all of the time and effort lost during like the peak moments pre-vaccine, right? I understand that. However, that doesn't make sense because this was posted in January of 2022, this roadmap, with which nothing from this roadmap, I believe, is done. The game was funded in 2015. I'm saying, yes, it may be it might be true that it is a factor. However, it feels a little bit like you're not allowed to get mad because of COVID. COVID happened. You're not allowed to get mad. We're only behind. You're not allowed to get mad. I feel like you just say mainly due to technical difficulties. And that's fine. Oh, wait, guys, they apologized. It's all chill. It's fine. I don't think anybody would get mad if this shit never happens. I will get mad at it for views. I'll pretend to be mad and scream into a camera for views because it seems to work. Thank you for your patience. Anytime, Iga. Igarashi, you and me go way back. I would do anything for you. At Way Forward. Prepared a video clip of the progress we'd like to share with you today. This game got funded in 2015 and we're finally getting multiplayer. Did they say it's all online? Or is... Do we know? It's not the primary excuse, at least. I know it. I'm just coming from a perspective of like, I feel like everyone feels like every time anything is wrong with a video game in current year, the PR button, the emergency button that every PR team goes with is COVID. Whether it's true or not, it's like, I'm just saying that it's something that has been seen and has been done. But also, it's like bringing it up when, like, if COVID was such an issue, then why were you so confident to make a developer roadmap back in 2022, like in the middle of the pandemic, essentially? And then be like, no, all this shit is coming 2022, baby. We're ready. You know what I mean? Again, it all comes back to the core of the issue, which is this game was funded by Kickstarter back in 2015 with 10 septillion stretch goals. It made $15 quadrillion, and then they made a game and they were like, this is the best we can do. Sorry, it didn't have all the things we promised, but we'll keep updating the game for the next 8 years. And maybe eventually it'll have all the stuff we promised 8 years later. Also, we announced a sequel to the game, and we're working on the sequel before we finish the first one. Online modes. So, is multiplayer only online then? Could be a translation thing. This feels a little loud. Don't use any... Okay, don't use any special abilities. What are the odds this shit got rollback? Okay. What am I looking at? I feel like that went by so fast, I didn't understand what the fuck I was looking at. Like, the pacing of that clip is ridiculous. Like, this is just a clip showing nothing? Okay. Like, what was that? What was that clip? Why is there like a half of a second of them just being in the fog? Who made this? Oh, it's showing that fog is like a effect that can affect the screen, but you didn't show it on screen long enough for someone to... And also, what was that? Who made this? Who is in charge of their social media team? Who's in charge of their production? I could have made a better video in like an hour. All right, we're done here. We're done here. What the fuck do you mean? We already paid for the game. We already paid for the game when you said it was gonna be in the game. Oh my Christ, no fucking way. I mean, they're out of money. Where did the money go? It's almost like spending 8 years developing the same game to try and shove all of the ideas that you tried to create at the beginning of the freaking Kickstarter was a bad idea. Who is paying for this in the year 2023? Who is paying for this? Who is paying for shitty-ass delay-based netcode multiplayer in the year 2023? Oh, me and another friend both have to buy the DLC in order to interact with each other in 2023. Ah, man.
着せ替えの衣装と新モードのご紹介を。
Oh, well, hold up. New outfits. Hold on, wait. Now, what if, here's an idea. Instead of selling the individual outfits, what you do is you have a storefront with a rotating set of different outfits that you can get via a gacha mechanic where you buy keys to unlock crates that give you a random chance to maybe get a legendary Miriam Titty outfit. Huh? That will definitely pay for the game forever.
こちらもどうぞ。
Wow. Wow. You know, Classic Mode 2, they did it. You know, at least this is content for the game, I guess. For like the 4 people that still play this game. Why do these look worse than Twitch VTuber models? Because this entire game is based off of like a game engine that was outdated when it was launched in 2015. Or like not just the game engine, because I think that it's not, using the word game engine is the wrong word. I apologize. It's the systems in which they are building the 3D models and implementing them into their game was outdated back in 2015. Curse of the Moon and Curse of the Moon 2 are the only... They are very surprisingly good compared to how this turned out. I mean, this looks... I was gonna say fun, but it looks like a game, maybe. It looks like content. Oh, one more announcement. Sold more than 2 million copies. I mean, that's good. Hey, 2 million, that's a lot. That's a big number. I feel like they made way more money crowdfunding the game than they ever did making the game, right? Well, maybe not. 2 million, they sold it for like 40. They're obviously gonna, like, all the storefronts are gonna take a cut. So maybe they did make more actually selling the game. Not enough to justify 8 years of developing the same game, but... You're so welcome. I will continue to support Bloodstained until the end of time, because the game will never be finished. Man, like... Look, I get it. They gotta make money somehow. But, like, shitty delay-based online. Are these separate DLCs, or is it just like a DLC pack? Again, the business model here is very confusing. We don't know if multiplayer is only online. We don't know it for the most part. It looks like it's only online, at least from the what was shown. I don't see a way in which maybe it also works locally. I would hope so. Classic Mode 2 is cool, I guess, but also the Classic Mode is like whatever. So you get Classic Mode 2, you get, assuming this is all like one bundle, you get Classic Mode 2, you get online multiplayer, and you get 3 costumes. Can we make this an emote? Because Miriam just looks so dead inside. Just like, why am I here? Just to suffer? I feel like multiplayer is included. Did I misread the following content? Oh, okay. See, Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so multiplayer is free and this content is paid for. Well, then in that case, you know, that actually changes a lot. I'm wrong on that front because it's good that they made the paid DLC stuff that no one will ever play or care about. So, okay. I guess that makes sense. I think that was also in their roadmap that it was going to be free and premium DLC update. It is local and online according to this. I don't know what the fuck chaos mode is. I feel like they just completely dropped this idea. So I feel like I remember reading this at one point. They're like, we're going to add paid DLC, but all the stuff that got fundraised or crowdfunded will remain free. That's fine. It was in the video. Yeah, I guess I was just confused. All right. They showed it near the start. This is chaos mode. So chaos mode is the multiplayer? Because here... Okay, so chaos mode is multiplayer, and also there was meant to be a versus mode, but they said, never mind, we're not doing versus mode then? Unless chaos mode and versus mode are, like, essentially the same thing with different goals. Yeah, see, I don't understand. Like, what is the... This is versus mode, and this is chaos mode. What is the difference? Chaos mode, there's just wacky stuff going on with different goals. This is them fighting a boss. Them fighting a boss. Versus mode. They're fighting a bunch of enemies. With a bunch of wacky stuff going on. So it's the same exact mode, except you can compete or work together. You know, like when you see something like this, right? You're like, oh, these will be two distinct entities, two distinct ways to play through the game. Instead of the score being combined, the score is competitive. It's the same thing. You know, whatever, man. Whatever. No, this is the best game ever made. It deserves 10 quadrillion more dollars. Maybe I'm stupid and I didn't get it from the initial reading, but this just feels so messy. But I mean, that's the game. That is the game. I don't see anybody on the planet paying for this premium DLC, but maybe I am woefully misunderstanding how many people simp for Miriam or something. I don't know. People will buy costumes. Who is still playing this game in 2023 outside of like the 4 people who play Randomizer? You know what? Who is still playing this game? Like 5 people? I just don't see a world where this game isn't like online. 2 million copies is a lot. I'm saying how many people how many of those 2 million are still playing and will come back to buy new costumes and play through the game again? I don't think there's very many. I really don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's check. I guess you are right. We could check the Steam activity, right? I mean, that's only one metric, but I guess is there a way to check the game activity on the Steam page easily? I forget how you're supposed to do that. 190 daily average? Okay, I guess that's not that bad. I'd be surprised to see after this DLC comes out what the spike
バッカー
is.
の皆様
We'll see. Maybe I'll admit I'm probably a little too critical of this game, but I also feel like very many people give this game the pass of like, no, dude, it's just a small indie game dev team that only raised $12 quadrillion through Kickstarter. No, and it's only been 8 years and they're finally making, at least the DLC's coming, but 8 years is a long time. We'll see. We'll see.